Hello everybody. For those of you that don't know us, this is Oliver. He's our 3-year-old Clydesdale stallion, and he came to us as most of you will know, as a rescue from a kill pen down in Texas. He was starved and had EPM, could barely walk to get on the trailer. Now he's 100% recovered, thank God. And he's really blessed our lives by growing our channel to 150,000 almost right now. And here's the big news. This is why we're making this video. He's grown our channel so much that my other horse business of raising and breeding high quality Missouri Foxtrotters has been doing good. The channel's been doing good. And I am trying to leave my full-time position and go full-time here on the farm. So that is the announcement. It's very scary because like we've talked about money on the channel before. We have an annual farm expense of $75,000 taking care of all these horses. So you know, my government job that I'd been at for 21 years was really crucial to be able to support them. So, but it's a double-edged sword. If I'm at work, you know, 50 hours a week, 40, 50 hours a week, that's 40 hours a week I don't have to take care of these guys as good as they need. But I think this is meant to be, and it's a blessing. This also means that if you've been a fan of the channel up till now, it should get that much better, because I'm going to be able to dedicate 100% of my time to making better content. Me and Emery will be working together every day, and I'll be working with the horses more, and there should be longer, better videos. We can get more professional and just really try to give you everything that you'll want here on the channel, and give these horses the best training and care and attention and time that they deserve now. So everything's going to get better. Now, because of the move and because I'm quote unquote retiring or leaving work, you know, I'm only, how old am I? 41.
Yeah.
I'm only 41, but I started with the federal government as a volunteer when I was 19.
Yeah.
And they quickly hired me because I had a good work ethic back then. So I've been with the government 21 years. So to celebrate leaving and going full-time on the channel, we are taking Oliver on a road trip starting tomorrow.
Yep. And
we're gonna go to the Werner family farms in Oklahoma. They have a really famous 6 and 8 horse hitch of Clydesdales, and they have a 6 horse stagecoach hitch of Clydesdale Hackney horse crosses that they can take the stagecoach at a run with, and they have 50 broodmares. So what they like is long-bodied, tall-necked Clydesdales to look extremely fancy in parades. What I like is this short-coupled, short-barreled, big quarters Clydesdale like Oliver. That's my cue for him to get over. Good boy. You are such a good boy. Yeah, you are a good boy. Come here. It's okay.
He looks so pretty.
Yeah. So we're going to go down there and look for him a teammate to make him a 2-horse hitch. I know we already have Natty, but she's years off from being big enough to pull with him, and she's years off from being big enough to breed with him. So when they get a draft style one, or a cross that makes a drafty looking horse instead of a hitchy looking Clydesdale, they cull it. So one man's trash is another man's treasure. And we're going to go look at some of their thicker built, shorter built mares and see if we can't find one that matches Oliver just right. But we're also going to take Oliver along because he's an expert. I'm a novice at this training Clydesdales, even though I've at my back, even though I've done...
I thought you had a horse fly.
No. Did you stop it?
No.
Even though my wife doesn't understand humor, so sometimes when I go to do a joke, she cuts it out and's like, that didn't make any sense at all. But even though I've done a good job of training Oliver, I think he's an exceptional horse, is why I look like I've done so great training him. It's mostly him.
He's amazing.
Yeah. But we'll see if I can replicate it. We're going to go down there, and my number 1 pick, they have a 3-year-old mare that looks just like him, that's not trained. Getting one that's not trained is exciting to me because that's the part I love to do. But then they also have this old mare that is gorgeous.
Beautiful, yeah.
So I don't know.
We're gonna go look at them.
We'll show them to you right now.
This is the 3-year-old, and as far as we know, she is not trained except for, like, you know, halter trained, but not trained to ride or pull. We think she is absolutely beautiful. We don't know much more about her except that. And then this is the 3-year-old's mama. She is a 12-year-old mare, registered. Of course, all these mares are registered, and she is trained to pull. And this is another mare. I believe she is 10 years old, and she is also trained to pull, which you think would be a plus, but I think JR is wanting to train his own, so I don't know if that's a plus for us or not. And then looks-wise, we absolutely love this mare, but she is a little bit older. She's 17, and from what we were told, she has something going on with one of her back legs. So we're not really sure about her, and I don't even know if she's trained or not. So we'll kind of have to wait and see once we get there with her. And then I don't really think we're interested in this last mare, but you never know. We're going to kind of just get there and meet them and wait and see. I believe she may be one of the only ones that is trained to ride, so that's a plus for her. But we thought it would be fun to show you all the mares ahead of time. Maybe we'll do like a little poll here in the comments and just let us know which one is your favorite.
I'm not going to take the poll into consideration, but I think it would be fun.
Just for fun.
Yeah, it would be fun to know what you guys think.
But it's going to come down to what
it feels right
yeah.
when I meet the animal. So,
yep.
But we can see what you guys think right off. I'll get him out here in the sun. I gave him a bath and I trimmed. He's all made up for the trip. He's got his bridle path trimmed. I trimmed his ears today. Not deep, but just flush with the ear. Got some of his whiskers trimmed down a little.
Yep, he looks pretty, that's for sure.
And we're here in a little bit, we're going to do a practice wagon ride. So, yeah, he's looking great right now. But,
yeah, beautiful.
Yep, so that's the news. Let's go up there and practice with the wagons because I'm taking him with me because the man's gonna drive me. We're going to drive his 6-horse hitch. Part of the day, then we're going to take Oliver out on a smaller wagon, and he's going to rate my training abilities on what I've done with my horse here, so
awesome.
Or with our horse here. Because for those of you that don't go all the way back to Oliver's story, you need to click on his playlist and watch it. But this is actually YouTube's horse.
Yeah.
I call him my horse because he's claimed me. He loves me like you wouldn't believe. Like this horse, I'm his human.
Yep, but it took all of us. To bring him here.
He was too much money for me to get on my own. I tried, and I just gave up, and YouTube went crazy. They would not give up. It was thousands of messages telling me to get that horse.
Yep.
And it was obviously ordained and meant to be because of the way this story has worked out. It's just unbelievable.
He's pretty cool.
But now that we're going full time and really jumping in with full faith, we need your support more than ever. And by support, I don't mean money or anything. I just mean hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment, share, all of that stuff. Watch our videos, go back. If you do want to support us financially and you like what we're doing, the best way is through our Patreon page. Join our Patreon, and on that we don't edit videos. We can just show you what we're doing each day. We don't have to worry about algorithms and stuff.
I've been trying to do like daily uploads, just like what's going on. So we post a lot over there.
Yeah. And it's more of a community. It's here, you're welcome to criticize me all I want because I'm not an expert on Clydesdales. There it's for the people that really understand and feel our faith and what we're trying to do. So it's kind of like
we have an amazing community over there.
Yeah, it's a fan club.
It's awesome. Yeah.
So, okay, let's go up and get him harnessed.
Okay.
There. Back. Oh, good boy. Oh, stand there.
So So we ended up taking Oliver on a few different cart rides this day, which was good for him because JR hadn't been working him quite as much as normal, so he needed a good tune-up, warm-up. Of course, he did really good. But our oldest daughter, Mary Ellen, who you don't see on the channel very often, she's a very busy girl, but she was home for the weekend from college. So we took her on the first cart ride, and of course, she drove Oliver. And this was her first time driving Oliver, but not her first time driving. We used to have a pony that we'd take on cart rides, and she would drive the pony, and of course she's always rode. She's an excellent horsewoman, so it was a lot of fun going on that first cart ride. And then a little bit later that day, we had a family that was over looking at a horse, which you'll want to stay tuned to the end of the video to find out a little bit more about that. But they also were over getting some riding lessons, their kids were, and JR offered to take them on a ride with Oliver in the cart, and of course they said yes. It was a really beautiful evening, so we're going to show you some of the clips from that ride. It was really good getting Oliver hooked up to the cart, getting him tuned up and ready to go for tomorrow's adventure. But before heading out to the Clydesdale farm, we need to go ahead and update you on our little filly, Magnolia.
Okay, everybody, I have Magnolia out today for a special reason. We found her a good home.
Out of the blue, kind of.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of a neat story. And you know, I had just decided, you know, she's old enough now, I'll just keep her and train her out fully because she's getting so pretty. But I had a friend who I actually went to high school with come down.
You're okay, you're okay, you're okay.
For her kids to get a pony lesson or a horse lesson, riding lesson. And the husband fell in love with Magnolia, and we made a deal for them to take her home with them and love on her for a year. And then next year they're going to bring her back, and we're going to start her under saddle for them and continue teaching their little girl how to ride this year. And we're going to train this horse up for Dad, and we're going to help find the little girl a really good older horse.
Yeah, so it's a little bittersweet she's leaving, but we're gonna probably, for the most likely, be able to see her again and watch her journey a little bit more. So it's gonna be fun.
She'll stay in our community.
And it's a really good home. So good family she's going to.
So we're gonna take the money that we got for her, and we're gonna go down to the Clydesdale farm in Oklahoma and look at some potential teammates for Oliver, to have a teammate to help pull some of these heavier loads I'm wanting to pull. So there's going to be lots of interesting developments on the channel here. I also plan on doing Oliver's first ride within the next week or so, during this month of cool weather. So we're going to start trail riding him. We're going to go look at more Clydesdales. We just have a ton of new developments on the farm.
Yeah.
So hit the subscribe button and stay tuned.
Yep.
So before heading to her new home, JR did a little mini training session on loading for Magnolia. And it's a couple minutes long, so a little bit longer, but she did so good and she was being so sweet. Plus, it's one of the last videos before she headed off that I got of her, so I thought I would let it play out so you guys could see it.
Good girl.
Like, it's a little weird walking on those.
Like once again, I didn't want her to feel like going in there means she's trapped. So a lot of people be like, why in the world did you unload her? You had it done. Well, that's our first experience, and we want it to be the good place. Plus, you guys won't always have me. Right?
Right. There she goes.
Oh, she crossed her legs.
Yeah.
She got her legs crossed.
She's like, don't you guys have a dovetail that goes up and down?
Yeah.
Stressful. That's a stress relief. Yeah. That's hard for a baby, you know, to go into a box that's man-made that moves when you step on it, you know, because they can feel that thing move. Come on. Oh, what a good baby job. What a good baby.
Yeah, seriously.
Come on, baby, come on. Oh, that hurt.
Almost had it that time. Come on. Long ways up. You see how all it's your knee.
Come on, baby. Oh, you're
Oh, good girl.
It's probably good enough for first lesson.
We know this is going to be bittersweet for some of you who have followed Magnolia's journey from when she was just a couple days old. We found her at the auction with her mama. But just know we wouldn't be doing this if we didn't think it was the right move for her, the right home. And sometimes, you know, we're just a stopping place for these horses to get them on to their best life. And as we said earlier, more than likely, Magnolia's journey here on the channel will continue next summer when she comes back for training.